So this dude let a bunch of rape kits sit around untested, just collecting dust, until he needed to run for office again. And then he decided to finally test them. Meet Brad Schimel from Wisconsin. Or, as many of you may know him, the dude who spent $10,000 on commemorative coins using taxpayer dollars to give them out as gifts to employees. They say, kicking ass every day. Not surprisingly, Elon Musk just paid $2 million to the Republican Party in Wisconsin, who then turned around the same day and gave $1.2 million of that to this guy, who also intentionally sought the endorsement of Donald Trump. So I just want you to know who you're working with. He is running against Judge Susan Crawford, someone who would test rape kits on time, for Wisconsin's Supreme Court seat. I mean, I feel like I've made a pretty persuasive case for why this man doesn't belong anywhere near a judicial bench, let alone a Supreme Court bench, let alone Wisconsin. That was just for my Wisconsin friends. But I want to come back to this for a minute. The state had a backlog on evidence from SA cases. At some point, that backlog reached 6,000. That's 6,000 individuals waiting for justice. That's 6,000 potential perps on the streets doing whatever because no one's held them accountable because the evidence hasn't been processed. Immediately, I will have men, because it's almost always men, in my comments section explaining to me why I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't need to work in law enforcement or the justice system to know that 9 rape kits being processed in a year is not enough. And then miraculously, suddenly, amazingly, just like 2 months before he runs for office, suddenly he's cleared them. Didn't touch them for years. Had to run for office. Suddenly, magically, they're taken care of. You know what that is? That's not prioritizing women and their safety. Do you know how I know that? Because a lot of men in that political party specifically that look just like him don't prioritize women. They prioritize profits over women. They prioritize commemorative coins over women. Because what the hell, Brad Schimel? I can't believe I wasn't on social media in 2017, or I would have talked about this then. I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to understand how this dude made it to this point with this in his back pocket. Like, this is in his LinkedIn portfolio of accomplishments. I took $10,000 and bought these commemorative coins to give to employees for morale, and they all liked them. Yeah, they didn't, Brad. They just didn't want to tell you they hated them because they wanted to keep their jobs. This is stupid. It's a waste of money. I'd much rather have a koozie, or hell, even a nice mouse trackpad. What the hell is this? Better yet, how about processed rape kits? How many rape kits could you process instead of spending $10,000 on these dumbass commemorative coins? I am incensed on behalf of my Wisconsin sisters. Though, admittedly, I'm a little shocked he didn't put his face on that coin. Took me by surprise. So on April 1st, if you're in Wisconsin, actually you can go now, because they're having early selections. I love Judge Crawford because as a judge and as a woman, she sees the mistreatment of women by the system, and she's calling out Brad Schimel, not just because he's her opponent, but because he did a vile job protecting women when he was Attorney General. He did not prioritize the safety of women, particularly these victims. He prioritized his win for public office. Gross. We can do better. Let's put ladies in office, please. Thank you.